Back at it again. Day 17. And we lost the beard and the mustache. I'm devastated. Oh, it's so weird looking at myself in the camera in the mirror. But yeah, we were planning out to go out Friday, but on better advice, we were like, listen, we'll try and knock out a bit today instead as well, so that we kind of take it a bit easy. So we're going to only be doing about a handy 25 now today, and then push on hard then for the last 3 days. Lovely. Now, this is more like it. Look, hills and mountains and trees. None of this fecking hedges is shite. It's actually nice now. Maybe because it's the best county as well, by the way. Getting some real nature now. Class. Didn't I just have another very nice encounter? So a lady there pulled over on the side of the road, and she called me over and I was like, oh Jesus, what's this about? Maybe she's looking for directions or something like that. And actually she was going to give me one of these. She had a spare one. She said, oh, when I was coming around the corner earlier and I almost knocked you over, it's like, you know, you should be wearing one of these. And I was like, you know what, you're dead right. And then I was like, listen, I'll tell you now, like, you know, I'm walking roads and doing a charity walk. And she's like, oh geez, like, good man yourself and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, you take money or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, geez. So in fairness to her, she gives a €20 donation. And shout out to Joan. Anyway, she was absolutely lovely. So yeah, but she was dead right. I should be wearing these in the roads. And yeah, amazing stuff. We're now only about a couple of kilometres out now from the Gaeltacht, Muskerry. But nearest town now will probably be Ballyvorney. We're going to be passing that, bypassing that I suppose, and heading down straight for near Guganbarra. But last time I was in Ballyvorney, I was very disappointed. No one spoke Irish. I was walking by and I asked one fella out in like the woods, whatever. I was like, oh, like, sorry, like, do you speak Irish by any chance? Like, and then he was like, no, I'm Polish. And I'm like, all right. Also, like, the Mill's Inn, like the most famous restaurant in Ballyvorney, no one speaks Irish there. Like, what is this? God's sake. We're now very much in the Gaeltacht region, and I have to say, it's absolutely stunning here. Look at that. There's hedges, but they're nicer hedges. Agus Lauríonn siad Gaeilge. It's called me begun in Gaeilge leabhar an is sa videos seo. You know, you know, can like on YouTube, like, you know. It's good to féin, like, you know, Béarla Bríste, Béarla Cíiste, like. Gaeilge Cíiste Béarla. Béarla Bríste, Gaeilge Cíiste ba. Gaeilge Bríste, Béarla Cíiste. That's the one. That's the one. Cattle crossing. Back at it again. Day 18. And yeah, there's not a lot of towns now that we're going to be passing through. Next big one, I suppose, is going to be Bantry, which will be passing through tomorrow with a special guest. But no, for now it's not a countryside, but a lot of nice countryside. It's not like endless ditches that I went through in Tyrone, so it should be nice. Tá cluiche imethe, lads. It's absolutely magical out here, I have to admit. Look at that. Stretches on and on. It's the real kind of, you know, romanticism of Ireland. It's on full display. The rolling hills, the ruggedness of the terrain. It's Ireland, class. I really hate how Americans have diluted the word awesome, because the use of that word is to be reserved for views like this. Like, it's used in like biblical senses. We've arrived in the town of Ballingeary. This is also another part of the Gaeltacht area, so people should be speaking Irish here, but haven't heard any so far. But, oh, nice town in fairness. Geez, I'm delighted now. Didn't I take a quick stop there into the shop, Daybreak there in Ballingeary, and went in, I said hello to the lady at the counter in Irish, and geez, didn't we have a grand chat in Irish anyway? And she's like, oh geez, like, you know, where are you from, whatever. And I was, oh, Middleton. And she was like, did you go to the Gael School of Middleton? I was like, geez, I did. And like, sure, she knows all the teachers that are there and everything, like, so geez, we had a grand chat. But apparently, yeah, I was right. It's not just me that's noticing that, like, people in Ballyvorney now, like, a lot of them don't actually speak Irish. She was saying that her people that she'd know, like, that they'd a lot of them be teachers, and they were saying as well that, like, sure, a lot of the children, they wouldn't be speaking it at home, like, and so the Irish was kind of getting a small bit worse. But she kind of says as well, because it's like a big town, like, well, relatively big, and like people are kind of coming in all the time, that, you know, they wouldn't be come from places where Irish would be spoken at home. But, you know, it's interesting, like, geez, I was delighted now to actually have a bit of a chat with someone. I'm for Fluck and right, made it back to the car. I'm sleeping in the car now for the next 2 nights because I wanted to do a small bit myself. So finally made it back to the car, but I am absolutely soaked. Like, this is diabolical. Honest to God, like, it just started raining cats and dogs ever since I came into Ballingeary. Like, it was diabolical, like, so I'm gonna call it a day today, and back at it again tomorrow. Right, back at it again. Day 19, we got company. I'll say some few words.
Down the road, Chris.
Here, my buddy Nicholas, and yeah, we're going to be passing through Bantry now today, and heading for a village called Durris, and we'll be stopping there, so about a handy 25 kilometers. Anything you want to say?
I'm just here to supply the beats and a good mood.
Fair enough, you heard it here first. Right, well, we've arrived in Bantry. Wow, this is going to be the last major, I suppose, town for heading now on to Mizen. So amazing. We're going to try and get some grub and head in for Durris. And also, I finally reached the water. Been a long time coming. We're very close. We're out on this little jetty at the moment, and the view is absolutely stunning. Wow, look at that. Look, Nicholas eating his ice cream. But yeah, it's been a bit of an adventure so far anyway. That stuff.
And you're coming into your last day tomorrow?
They know, Nicholas, I'm going to be doing the video. I've been talking the whole time. It's not like you're doing an interview.
Something entertaining for the camera, something to break up the media.
Right.
Hopefully Chris does a good job editing the video, but currently now just looking at this beautiful view down into the valley.
Well, we're after making it now to Durris, and this is where we're going to stop now. And tomorrow then, last push on then to Mizenhead. Well, here we are, 6 o'clock, Sunday, the 6th of July, 2025, and our last day of our Malin to Mizen walk. So we have about 33 kilometers to do today, and we're going to try and knock it out and be finished and completed today. Goaling there, 22 kilometers, about another then 10 onto Mizzen. So a few dodgy roads this morning. The roads are so bad on this part of the country, but fingers crossed. Let's get cracking. And look at the views. Still plenty of hedges, but at least it's nice looking. We've only got less than about 10 kilometers left to go, and have to admit, it's been quite a journey. Unsure there at the start, a bit shaky, but our little adventure is coming to a close. It went very differently from how I imagined, but also worked out just really well in other ways that never could have hoped to have happened. Not going to get too sentimental at the moment. Still have a bit to go, but yeah, just enjoying taking it in.
I love my Hoshi and my Hoshi love me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. And just look at this view. Class. We made it to the Mizzen Head car park. Small bit left to go, but dropped the bag off there with the parents. And we're finishing this. We've got our ticket. They were kind enough to let us off in for free, you know, given the circumstances. But we're almost there. Well, we made it. Now on the famous Mizzen Bridge. 550 kilometers done. Had a lot of help. Terrible time, but we made it. We're now in the visitor centre. Oh, I can't see anything because my eyes haven't adjusted properly inside here, so visit the lighthouse.
When it begins to come in thick, the air compressors to wet the sounds, diaphragms are started.
And it's cooked.
Like all other machinery in the Irish lights, the compressors are doubled in case of failure.
So we walked there, all the ways down, right to here. Wow. Well, here we are at the very end of our journey. I know, I'm not going to do some long speech. Been quite the adventure. Thank you to everyone for supporting me, donating, watching, liking, whatever. Couldn't have done it without a lot of help, so thanks. After all that, I have to admit, it's a beautiful fucking day.